World, it's your boy Jaystar back again. We got the Sunday night showdown, Chargers versus 49ers. We're going to get into this as we always do, going over defensive scheme, matchups, and stuff so we know how to attack them. So that way we can place the best captain's flex and, maybe sleepers if need be, as well as going over each position fantasy points that each team gives up to those positions. So we're going to get right into this. We got the Chargers versus San Francisco. So the Chargers run a 3-4 defense, mostly a zone 3-4 defense. San Francisco runs a 4-3 defense, so basically a man defense. In this game, man, we looking at, and like I always say, 3-4 defense, you're kind of trying to attack the middle of the field, to slot receivers, tight ends, which opens up, like I said, the linebackers end up backing off and it'll open up the run game. So then, as well as if you want to dump it off to a receiver, like when you have a McCaffrey, not a receiver, a running back, when you have a McCaffrey who kind of runs routes like a slot receiver, then he's going to be huge in play when it comes to a 3-4 defense too. So on the other side with San Francisco, you want to establish the run to open up big plays down the field with one-on-one matchups and things like that. If not, then if you don't get the pressure, if you're getting pressure and things like that, you're probably going to end up going to your tight end a lot. So here we're looking at let me see what I want to say here. We got the Chargers. Okay, so for position, what they're giving up fantasy points wise, at quarterback, Chargers giving up 16 points. At running back, they're giving up 31 points. At receiver, they're giving up 32 points. At tight end, they're giving up 11. Defense, they're giving up about near 5 points. And then at kicker, they're giving up almost 10 points at kicker. So that's a lot of points. 49ers are giving up 15 points at quarterback. Running back, they're giving up 17 points. At receiver, they're giving up 35 points. And at tight end, they're giving up 9, near 10 points. And then defenses, they're giving up 7 points. And kicker, they're only giving up about 5 points. So, yeah. Having all that information, I'm looking at, so for Chargers side, since Eckler is not, it's funny. We got two running backs that are basically doing it all, So I think Eckler is definitely in play, at captain there. Besides that, since, the 49ers run a man defense, I think Herbert is actually the best play because he can run. And I feel like if everybody's backs is to him, he can take off and run some big yards there, maybe rushing a touchdown or something like that in this game if he's having a hard time throwing the ball down the field. Palmer is definitely going to be in play here just because we know the targets will be there for him. The matchup is kind of tough, but still I feel like, the targets alone could get him there. Tight end, Everett should have a decent day, but I don't know about for captain wise. And when it comes to so these would probably be my best captains, but the first two is probably my favorites. Besides that though, when we're talking about flex options here, taking out him, and then I want to say Bandy is going to be in play. Let's see, is there anybody below that? I don't think there's anybody below that. Don't they have another tight end though? Rodgers hasn't really been playing because McKitty is still questionable. I wonder if Rodgers will get in the game because I would say like a tight end, backup tight end could be in play. I know he had like 2 targets last game. He could be in play for $200 though, just to throw that out there. But definitely is Everett. Let's get to Everett here. How high is he? Okay, so at 6,200 Everett. We know for sure too DeAndre Carter is gonna be in play. And then it was, let's see, what's the best thing out of defense? So defense is supposed to be a better play than kicker. So I gotta say then the Chargers defense is still somewhat in play there, over the kicker. So then for the other side here, we already know it's definitely McCaffrey at the top. Debo will be next just because he kind of used in the run too as well and in the slot, and that's where you want to attack. And then Kittle would also be in play as a captain play too, because like I said, the middle of the field is where you want to attack this. Once if you can establish that, that's where the most of the points is going to come. So all these players here all kind of attack the middle of the field. When it comes to running the ball, when it comes to pass catching to them, they're always in that middle of the field area, and that's where you want to attack. So these three have the best opportunity to be captain here. When it comes to flex options here, besides these three, it looks like I thought I saw that they gave up about near 10 points to kicker. So Robbie Gould is going to be in play. I would say Yushik is also in play because he's running. And they've been giving up bad, rush and stuff like that. And then he also pops out the backfield, could be in play for a goal line, crazy touchdown or something like that. Let me see. Was it? Oh, so it was only kicker, yeah, because defense was low. Then we gotta go with a Uke. Then of course it's probably my last option there, unless I would say, do I like any of those other receivers like McLeod or something like that? He getting like 2 to 4 targets there. I mean, he could be in play too as well. Is Gray playing? Hold on, or is he out? He's probably still out or something like that because I think he did have an injury. Oh, he's back. Why is he not playing? Or has he been back? Oh, so they just kind of pushed him out of the offensive scheme. Okay, then. So can't really say then Gray's in play. It seems like they're more rolling with Oh yeah, I forgot they got Jennings too that they play. Yeah, so Jennings would be the person then also in play then there. So for a cheap option there, especially might have to take one of the cheap options, being that since these players are so high that are in really good spots, for how they're using these offensive schemes. So let's see. Now that we kind of know that, let's try to see what we want to roll with. Since the home team back is in a great spot, I mean, it's going to be so hard because it feels like it's the only person that can replace McCaffrey to me is going to be Eckler, and then I feel like it's definitely Debo. But I'm gonna roll with Eckler here. I'm definitely gonna go ahead and just toss in my kicker play since he was supposed to get like 10 points. I'm trying to think, should I toss in Jennings or something like that? Just to have some type of savings here, another savings play there, or is Coleman still being? He wasn't used right at all in that Rams game, right? Or not the Rams game. Oh yeah, he hasn't been used period for like last 2 weeks. Okay, so have they used Davis Price? No, he didn't even get used either. Who's the backup now? Then a running back. So it's just. Okay, so they ain't been using really nobody because McCaffrey is just taking everything now. Okay. Man, oh my God, I'm trying to see who else do I want. I think I definitely might want to toss in DeAndre Carter, man. Just feel like he probably has one of the best matchups at receiver. I also, oh yeah, I did like Bandy though. I like Bandy. What does that put me at though? So it puts me at Debo Samuel. Kind of feels like it could be that type of game though, where since the running backs are playing so well, they kind of rushing all the kind of the touchdowns and things like that. It keeps the quarterbacks from being in play. To be able to get Debo, to be able to take a Uke and Joshua Palmer, Kittle, I kind of like this spot. Like I really do kind of like this spot right here. So having those options to take the best plays there. My gamble spots here is Bandy, of course, and that's really it. Really, I think everything else is kind of a safe play. So it's a really good lineup. I feel like a strong lineup here that I put together there. But yeah, so that's it, man, for this Sunday night showdown, man. I hope y'all enjoyed this video, man. Good luck, man. Win this big money, y'all. It's your boy Jaystar, and I'm out. Peace.